Good morning from a Saturday morning from my home in KL. Welcome to another Friday closing bell for the week ending 17th of July 2015. Selamat Hari Raya to those who's celebrating Hari Raya. Hope you have a pleasant, enjoyable weekend like I do, relaxing at home, recharging, rejuvenating for the next week trading. Now, because of the shorter week that we have on Friday, market only sort of have a very low volume. So you could see on the IVSA chart, it's actually tested very low volume. You can see on the small cap stock and the mid cap stock, it's also very quietly trading, but still up, which is a good sign. And as well that the Dow Jones did close slightly lower. But let's look at the chart now. Okay. Now this is the chart that we are seeing. Let me just blow this up nicely. You could see market really have a double bottom here, floating sideways in here, really testing. You can see the volume really sort of tested on the low side. But it's very important now that the market has to try to break up. Now seeing what we saw on Dow Jones, I doubt there's a breakup and volume has to come in. If volume were to come in, definitely you would have to see foreign funds coming in there. And I'll show you the foreign fund slides as usual in our every uh, Friday closing bell. So let's look at weekly chart uh, and VASA. I'll show you next after this. Just bear with me. You can see market is really being tested. And every time when you have this nice doji tail, we did have one here. That was the first one. I thought the market could rally. Instead, we have a breakdown. So that tells you weakness do come after sign of strength. Now again, sign of strength in this ways have to be confirmed. So you see this doji tail in here. What you want to do is to take out the high. Can you see the high? 1728 and this is 1727. So we're just slightly about 1 point out from here. If you could take out and the volume come in on Friday, that will be great. That pretty much confirm it. Now, I would think that we won't get the kind of daily volume as you see, but what we want to have is more of a weekly basis. That gives you a better trend in terms of the scheme of things. Okay, now let's look at the small cap. Again, small cap on the weekly basis. Let's look at the daily chart too. Okay, daily chart we don't have volume in here, and that would be sort of a kind of like a stopping volume in here. Market stop and couldn't go lower. You could see, and sort of revert back, and it's sort of like making a U-turn. Now I don't like V recovery. V recovery tend to be very short on the downtrend, like V1, a U shape. Excuse me. It's much better. Okay, you can see trend is sort of trending in off here. If we do see a nice breakout, that will be the long downtrend breaking down. So let's look at the next chart that we have here, which is the small cap chart where a lot of people does trade that one. And look at the daily chart. You can see also we're having a nice hint here, but very important, don't want to see it down and start to test here and then go back up. Okay, I want to show you one on the IVSA chart that we have here. Now this is IVSA chart which is available for the KLCI in here. And what's really good, after you could see here, just pinpoint here, when the market with the breakdown, you do have strength coming in, but we have a lot of weakness. You can see that weakness coming in here, and now we have finally strength. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The IVS is designed such a way when you have a lot of strength, you want to see lots of SOS, green arrow, and we are seeing it now in here. However, should the market break here with a line change, that would be great. Like we have here, you can see on the left side, somewhere in February, March, April, market really dipped below in here. But we are still pretty much far away from the 50-day moving average here, which is the 1748. Definitely breaking that up is good. But we have 3 tests here, right? Volumes are low. Now, if you look on hindsight, you could say that, look, Hari Raya, because of half day, that's why the volume is so true. But no doubt, but in volume spread analysis, if the market were to break higher, then we see this definitely moving in the upside. So IVSA chart using the KLCI is that. For those of you who is using the IVSA chart, subscriber, use FBM KLCI. That will help you a lot. And also you notice the trend has actually turned green. So don't be overly bearish. For those of you who have not used it, consider subscribing it or sign up for the free trial. You can use some of these stocks in here but there will be limited access. We have put in a lot of investment and a lot of back testing here to make it really work, to make it really stick out and help you to make money. That's the whole point. Support us, else and we will release with more and more investment that we get. We will release newer feature that will help you to make money. All right, that's great. So let's go on to the next thing I want to talk about is the foreign funds. Okay, foreign funds, and then we'll come back to FKLCI. Now, foreign fund, first time since 17th of June, we have two occasions this week, right? Interesting, right? Just very interesting. We have two occasions of foreign buying on the, which is they are coming back. They're coming back trickily, very slow, and we have two occasions here. So the last one we have one occasion, two occasion. That's about it, and then it starts to buy back. See, April was the month where they actually start buying, and if you look back from the chart, okay, April was a month where they bought. It was a month where they distributed. Right? You may simply ask why, when their buy market going down, it seems to be working the other way around because the local funds or institutional are overwhelming a lot. So it doesn't make much uh, sense now to actually look at it. But when they first start buying, I think was the change of it somewhere in, I think, February, March, and March. Beginning buying is in March. Okay, begin buying was somewhere in March in here. First instances, maybe not the last instances. So I suppose just on visually, the first instances of buying trickling in here. That's what I strongly believe we will see a recovery more than anything else. And when they buy, all right, ladies and gentlemen, the 1740 here, right? Or simply put it in IVA side, if a test is confirmed, it's going to break out. So don't be too overly bearish, all right? So foreign funds is definitely having. Let's look at the futures now. Futures. Oh, we have IVACHI also have futures. So FKL. I think that one's a bit easier to show you. Yep. Okay. And we also have it on CPO. So I'm just going to use it from here. So from here you can see test coming in very nicely. We got sell off in here. Buy on the breakout. Take out this high here. Put the stop loss just low over here. Easy way to trade. Let's look at CPO. We also have CPO now. Right, it's part and parcel of your package here. We were supposed to charge, but let's see how it goes for time being. You can see we have a uptrust. Market came off. We have a spring here, okay, and it's the same. Well, let's see whether it's the same as here, okay. Okay, that's how the chart look like, and that's how it looks like. So we have spring, probably a low volume in here. Okay, we have a sell-off. Right, that's here was a spring, and we want to see this pops up in here. So we might have a bit of, if the spring is confirmed, the next two bars, this might look like going up too. Spring has to be confirmed. At least now, it looks like market is can be in a stage 3, right? But we do have some sort of support here. So that is something that we want to work on in building up a trend support. All right. Let's go on to the next that I want to talk about is the regional market. Okay. Now, first regional market will definitely be Singapore. Now, Singapore is really coming back 1, 2, 3, 4. At one point in time, with so many times of trying to break up, it has to break up. Okay, very close to the 50-day, very close to 200-day. If it does break up, you do see a golden cross that tells you foreign funds. But what is also good is all the bad news about the GDP growth and possible recession for Singapore is already out too. So now that has been confirmed, market move higher. Now remember, in price and volume in IVSA, generally market move up on bad price. It's always generally market move up on bad price. Market move down on good news, because that's the power of the smart money. When the power of smart money, recovery comes when market does this. So just make note of that. It's very strange, but it's quite true. Right? Market always does this. The opposite. If you tend to follow when bad news is and you sell, that's where you lose money. So that's the first fallacy of this trading investing. And IVSA is a contrarian system. Okay, it's a contrarian system. It always puts you on the right side. And let's look at the other market that we have here, which is the Dow Jones. Now, Dow Jones, like it or not, you can see, having a resistance here around 18, 150 in here, try to break up, but definitely showing lots of resistance here. If you see from a weekly chart, looks pretty good. I can show you that. See, after a spring, and you have this trench up bar here, that would be nice for it to break so much higher in here. Okay, so that's the Dow Jones. Hang Seng finally broke through 200-day moving average, and Lim TG, you're listening, remember we're talking about a 2-bar reversal. We want to see the market came back down. It didn't. Okay, it didn't came back down. Instead, it formed a nice base in here, low volume, and then it sort of confirmed. It looks like it's a recovery in here. And Shanghai, okay, Shanghai did the same thing. Shanghai did one sell-off, came, form a V, and it pretty much do this, you know. But one thing good about the Hang Seng, it's forming above the 200-day moving, showing strength coming in. Australia, same thing, breaking back to the 200-day moving average. Shanghai stays above. Singapore is trying to break up. So you can see everything is moving above the 200-day moving, and that's a very good sign. Okay, and if you go back to this one here, the 200-day moving average, right, also staying up in here. It does dip in, washes you out. That's what the market does, right? On hindsight, of course, we can say it now. And let's look at the regional market. Then let's look at the gold. So gold has plummeted. You can think of it, the bailout, all that seeing. That's what we've been saying. Gold is no longer investment that is helps in so-called what we say fighting this catastrophe and market failure. It loses that lustrous because central bank use it to manipulate the gold in here. You can see gold falling at 1140 in here for the US market, but also at the same time, this is also due to strengthening the US dollar in here. Ringgit continued to congest sideways here. We have 381 in here, building a nice base. You probably see it better on weekly chart. Let's see, it tells you the nice trend in here. So if we do see some sort of no demand here, of course, if I have volume, I don't see volume, then you can see this market tapered off down. All right. So let's look at the last one, which is I haven't talked about, is a Wix. Now Wix last week we did say around 20. We said that was last year. We said, hey, this one looks like Wix might just break to 2250. Instead, it just plummeted down. It's very exceptional. Normally we try to look for a doji like this, then only plummet, some sort of a tail, but we sort of close it up and there was a plummeting. It's becoming very, very volatile. As such, it's really hard to say on a shorter term on the weeks, but definitely now at 11.95. Okay, 11.95. That will be very, very bullish for the US Dow Jones. So to get down to 10, then you will see this market really move higher. So at 12, 11.9, I would say we are pretty much to the upside of US Dow Jones, as you can see here earlier on. Right, we are reaching the top. Now it's very important we take out this high here, 1851, for else you can see the so-called lower low. Okay, lower high, sorry, lower high than this one, lower high than this one. So that's very significant in there. Okay, moving on, we've done the weeks. Let's look at the stock that we have last week.